Hello everyone and welcome to this brand new video. So I'm literally just going on a walk and I've got a mentorship call for my mentor in like 40 minutes from now. So I thought I would just take you guys on a bit of a walk. I like to have some sort of physical activity throughout my day, whether that's gym or a long walk. And I'm just gonna take you guys on the walk and share some of the things that I'm doing in my business. And honestly, like, I've got nothing scripted. Like, this is the cool thing. Let me just get right into the yap session. So the cool thing about having a second channel on YouTube is you have zero expectations, right? You have a main channel that builds that depth and actually provides the value. And then you've got a second channel where you can kind of just be yourself and not really expect anything in return. And honestly, it just gives you a way better method and vehicle of being creative, which is pretty sick. So I'm literally just walking around and seeing what I can do here for you guys. And yeah, so like I said, what I've seen throughout the coaching industry right now is a lot of people have a second channel. Now, what is the purpose of the second channel? Zero expectations. I'll give you an example. Like, there's Iman Gadzhi, there's Iman Gadzhi Business. There's people like Tom Young's, and there's Tom Young's podcast. A lot of people have these second channels, or like Hamza, and then I think there's Hamza Unfiltered. And yeah, the purpose of the second channel is to have a different type of content on there, more vlog style, more simple, or have a different concept behind it to build further trust and further depth. Because what I personally like to do is on my main channel, I'm really focused on performance, I'm focused on education, I'm focused on value. I'm not saying that this isn't value driven as well, but it's a different type, okay? This is more personal, this is more just off the cuff, and it's a different type of content. So especially for those people that are trying YouTube and they've got this perfectionist mindset and they don't exactly know what to post, create a second channel with zero expectations. You don't even have to promote it, and just share your thoughts and opinions on that page. And yeah, I think that's pretty sick. Like, what I personally do is I've got an automation on ManyChat that I've put a story up whenever I've got a behind the scenes video, and people send me that keyword, they get the behind the scenes video. And for me, it's a key indicator that people actually give a fuck about my life. Because the people that don't care about that, they wouldn't, comment the word or send me the message BTS to get the behind the scenes video. And from there I can start off new conversations and see who's really interested, which is pretty sick. So yeah, that's kind of the key point of having that second channel is building that depth. And yeah, just a little business update. So yeah, as I said last week, we had like 12K in deals. I might get a 8.5K deal very soon. And what I wanted to mention with that is stop being so annoying, right? There's a lot of people, a lot of gurus out there that tell you to always follow up, always annoy people until they buy, right? It's kind of like the buy or die mentality, which is pushed a lot by the typical bro scalers, right? Hopefully you guys can hear me, it's a bit windy. The typical bro scalers tell you this, like Alex Hormozi, follow up and push for the sale and all of that type of thing. And I really don't stand with that. The best clients that I've been able to attract, geez, it's really windy. The best clients that I've been able to attract are the ones that kind of come to me. And you might be asking yourself, okay, Jay, but what if I'm really needing that sale? You're not gonna get the sale, man. If you're really needing the sale, that's never gonna work out for you. Because I've had people that I've followed on Instagram that I thought were really cool people, and I really liked their content, and then they followed up with me like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and I'm just like, dude, like, you can clearly tell that you're being annoying. It's kind of like, a little toddler yanking on your shorts 50 times. At some point you're gonna get a bit frustrated. So I don't want you guys to be that person that is constantly following up with people all the time, unless they make a request or they're engaging back with you, I wouldn't follow up. Or at least 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I would follow up 2, 3 times and then just leave them. Maybe they're not ready, maybe they've got other things in their life, because people can see right through the bullshit, okay? People aren't stupid. The more we're getting into this online space, the more sophisticated the buyers are becoming. And yeah, they're not stupid. So that's kind of it. I created 2 YouTube videos today. One is a 2-hour masterclass that I had with one of my clients and his business on the weekend. And then one I created today on how to start a online coaching business with 0 followers. And this kind of will segue into another point. Please, please, please create your content in batches, okay? Even when it comes to YouTube videos, even when it comes to Reels, create your content in batches, because it's just gonna be so much easier to stay consistent. Like one of my clients that I've been helping for a while now, actually 1.5 years now, I told him, okay, you're struggling to make YouTube videos. I'm not seeing enough YouTube videos from you. Get yourself an Osmo Pocket 3, which is the camera that I'm recording with right now. The main reason I got this camera is just because it's so frictionless. It's so easy to start recording, and that's what most people need. Especially if you're making vlog footage. A lot of people will be like, oh, it's so embarrassing to make vlogs, and it's because you've got a huge camera. It's very obnoxious. When you've got a very sleek, simple thing that you can just hold around, it makes it a lot easier to create this type of thing. And also to share more of the personality with your audience. So I think that's really important. Another thing is, people, like, this is what my mentor recently told me, because I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I think I need more testimonials. I think I need to show people more of like the results that we're driving in Creator One, which is my consulting program. And he's like, yeah, that, like, of course you can do that. Of course, putting out more results, more testimonials builds more trust. But one thing that also builds a ton of trust is sharing your story, your beliefs, your statistics, your values, those type of things. And I know I speak this to you guys all the time, but sometimes I have to even remind myself, like, when I'm making my YouTube videos, when I'm making content, if I give people advice constantly and never relate it back to my own journey, my own story, people just see you as a commodity. They see you as someone that spits out information like a robot, like ChatGPT, but doesn't relate it back to their own story. So that's something definitely that everyone needs to do more of, is just explain more of the story, explain more of their journey. Let's take a little bit of a different route here. Normally I go down here, but let's go in this cave area. Okay, let's bring you guys down here. Okay, so this looks pretty sick. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a walk down here. So yeah, that's important. Just break down your story. And a lot of you guys will be like, okay, fuck, but my story is boring. I just have a 9-to-5 job. Nothing's really exciting. It's like, that's exactly your superpower, being relatable. A lot of people have a quote-unquote boring life, and when you share how boring yours is, they're like, oh, like, this guy's sick, he's also struggling with the same things that I am. So there's never something that isn't worth sharing. That's kind of the point I'm trying to bring across here. Is like, everything that you're doing should be pushed, okay? So yeah, I know I'm rambling a lot in this video, but like I said, I almost want to make this a personal diary. Another thing that my mentor told me, just to give you guys more info, there's 2 things that you guys should be doing. You should be either consuming all the content, all the information from all different types of people in your niche to get a idea of what you should be doing, or you should be consuming no content whatsoever so you can actually build your own novel ideas. So what I mean by that is, for me, I consume a lot of content. I watch YouTube from my quote-unquote competitors or people that I just are inspired by. And once you do that for a while, subconsciously, obviously, you take over their ideas, you start to think like them, which is great, which is awesome. You want to obviously be like them or are inspired by their journey. But sometimes you have to almost stop yourself and you have to take a break for a few weeks and not consume any content from other people and just start letting all of your ideas authentically come to life. Because what can happen is you might be going on a walk like me and have an idea and you write it down in your journal or whatever that's authentically from you. And then you look at other people online and you start to be like, okay, I'm not sure if this idea was as good. I'm not sure if I should be doing this. It's not validated. It's not following what I'm trying to do. Or I don't think that, you basically doubt yourself. You doubt those ideas. And what does that do? It makes you just become like everyone else. You don't stand out. You don't pushing anything unique. And then you get stuck because you're not being, people aren't following you because of you. They're following you because you're just a copy of something. So yeah, I think, and people can see straight through the bullshit. Like a lot of people that are doing these second channels, they're not doing these authentic vlog type content. They're doing sharing screen, going over their daily routine, going over their business stats. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the complete opposite. I'm going to do something that is completely unrelated to business and more about my life, my journey, and what my thoughts are. And like I said, it doesn't mean my ideas are better or worse, it's just different. And that's also something that I've noticed. I need to slowly get back here. Maybe I can take a different route. Let me see the time. Okay, it's 33, I've got some time. Cool. So yeah, that's the thing. Your ideas don't have to be better, they just have to be new. And I'm gonna say that again. Your ideas don't have to be better, they just have to be new. Which means that when you're looking at your thing and you're like, okay, I don't know if it's better than what these other people are doing, as long as it's new and fresh, that's more important, okay? Because initially you need attention, you need people's eyeballs. So by doing something different, you're gonna stand out. And I think that's a huge takeaway you guys should take from this video is like, whatever everyone is doing, just do the complete opposite. When everyone is zigging, you should zag. Whenever someone is doing A, you should do B. Just place yourself as a new perspective. And like, I hate to bring up, controversial people right now, but that's why Andrew Tate was so viral, because everyone was taking a certain stance and a certain set of opinions, and he was doing the complete opposite and had this huge shakeup of media. And the same you can do, like the same was even in the coaching industry, right? Alex Hormozi was talking about the 16-hour work days, waking up early, grind. And then there was people talking about the 4-hour work day. Dan Koe was talking about working 4 hours a day. And then people adopted that. Now 4 hours a day is kind of the new standard for building a coaching business. And it's because they were taking a different stance. Now, there's a fine line to this. You don't want to just be different for the point of being different, but you want to be different that aligns with your own philosophy of life. So yeah, hopefully that, guys, gave you a few insights. It's very nice walking through this park. This park is literally 5 minutes away from me, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So what I'm going to do is probably turn around here and just have a peaceful walk back home. And I hope this was interesting for you guys. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this, or if it's boring, or if you want to see other things. I was even thinking about doing like a mukbang, like getting a bunch of food, sitting down and talking about online business and online coaching. Maybe that's interesting, like something different than what everyone else is doing. But I think that's what matters, okay? So hope you guys enjoyed this. DM me the word one on Instagram if you want to get in touch with me to work with me in Creator One to scale your online coaching business to 20K a month. And yeah, other than that, guys, peace.